Here's an example of an oat flower. On the sides, the two glooms are pulled back. We have the main floret, the secondary floret. Here's an example of the main floret. Right here we have the pallia. We will pull it away to expose the inner part of the flowers. The anthers, there's always 3. Take those out. And underneath of that will be the stigma.
Here are the tools that are necessary and helpful for crossing plants. Small pair of forceps, small pair of scissors, a marking tag, and a notebook to record the data. Please record the date, the actual cross itself, and initial that it has been completed.
Here's an example of a plant that we'll use for emasculation. We'll open up the boot, exposing the flowers. We'll pick a flower that's kind of in the middle here. We don't want to pick ones up here because the pollen will be too advanced and might have risk of self-pollination. Come down here, grab one that's nice and plump. Take your forceps, removing the glooms very carefully. Now we'll go in, remove the secondary floret. Peeling back the pallia. Peel back the pallia. We'll go in, open up the floret, and look at the anthers. Now we want anthers that are not yellow. Yellow means that it has pollen, so that's the self-pollination risk. So you want to take these out. There's always 3 of them. Those aren't very yellow at all. They're mostly green. Mostly green anthers. We want to be very careful when we're taking these out that we don't damage the stigma. Very good. Stigma's in there. Once the anthers are removed, we'll come in, we'll cut away the unnecessary parts, the pallia, the gloom, and the top of the floret. We'll remove that as well, just so it has the pollen has easy access to the inside of the flower. We will use as a male for pollination. We'll see that some of the flowers are coming out of the boot already. That's a good sign. We will have our female plant that we have emasculated. We'll bring them together, positioning it so that the male is above the female, so the pollen will fall down into the flowers. We'll take our pollen sheath. We will slip it onto the top. Closing it up. There we go. Our tag here shows the female genotype crossed by the male genotype. And on the back you have the person that did the cross, the emasculation, and the date of the cross.